Chapter 5. Chloe Pov. It has been 5 months since my confrontation with the true dragon sisters, and today is the day I feared the most. I have to meet Rinus, and with her addiction to cute girls, I am scared for Rimuru. I know he is a guy, but his appearance is cute and somehow feminine. But on the contrary, Rimuru is very excited and keeps saying how he always wanted to visit the church. He is so cute when he acts like a little child. I hope Rinus won't damage him too much. Chloe. Should I kill her? Hinata. Yes, do it. I don't want her to touch Rimuru. This Hinata is a psycho. Putting that aside, during the last month, nothing extraordinary happened. We just helped some merchants while doing a quest. The only interesting thing is Rimuru, who asked me to teach him how to wield a sword, and I naturally accepted because why not? He was so cute when he first tried, swinging the blade everywhere. We later went to Dworgen and forged a sword for him. Well, he still can't beat me. Seeing him pout after losing to me is such a blessing. I enjoy his company. If I could, I would stay with him forever, but this is not possible. I have a mission, after all. Rimuru. Is this Riberios? Oops, I got immersed in my thoughts and lost my attention. Chloe. Yes, it is. I smiled and patted his head as Riberios became visible. Rimuru started to look around excitedly like a child. Well, he is still a child, he just has more than 700 years an old child. A little while later, we entered the city and went straight toward the church. Please, Rinus, don't do too much. I didn't let Rimuru walk around because of his curiosity. Last time, I lost him, and some problems happened, like 3 cases of kidnapping. I swear if someone tries again to kidnap him, I murder their entire race myself. Well, even if I don't do it, Velzard and Velgren will gladly do it. Hinata. And you say I am the psychopath. Chloe. Oh, shut it, you'll do worse than me. Hinata. I can't say the opposite. I brushed her off as we entered the church, and I was greeted by Louis, who led me toward Rumina's room. This place didn't change at all, it's still majestic and godlike. After getting into the secret sanctuary, we were led to the habitual room, where Rinus was sitting elegantly. She looked at me, and immediately a perverted smile appeared on her cute face. This Yuri vampire. Rinus Pov. I was chilling like always in Riberios when I sensed Chloe coming. She finally visited me. It has been months now. Rinus. I can't wait to see you again. I hugged myself as the door opened. I immediately looked at her and said, she is still as beautiful as ever. With a smile, and went toward her. Rinus, it's been a while, Chloe. Chloe. Yes, I just came here to give you some news. I tried to hug her, only to receive a negative answer. Rinus. No, can't you hug me after getting separated for so long? Chloe. No, if I did, you'll never let me go again. Rinus. I guess it's true. Chloe. Putting that aside, I have some intel. I nodded and gestured for her to sit down, but at the same time, I saw something unexpected. The blue bull moved behind her. What is this creature? I glared at him and moved my head to see it more clearly. But I was not prepared for what was coming. When I saw his face, my body froze as I stared at him. This is Chloe. Ha, also, this is Rimuru, a cute little child I have taken care of for some months now. Rimuru, hello. He waved his hand at me and said, how can it be? I immediately dashed at him, pushing Chloe to the side. She was startled by my actions, but I didn't care. And before Rimuru could even react, I took him in my arms and hugged his face in my chest. So cute. Rinus. You are so cute. It's decided that I'll make you my pet now. Chloe. Wait. Art, why do you annoy me now, Chloe? I looked at her, then at Rimuru. Yes, he is cuter, and when he grows up, he will be even more beautiful than Chloe. Chloe. He is my partner. You can't have him. And beside him is a boy. Rinus. Oh, what a shame, and I don't care, his cuteness is enough. I tightened my hold on him so he didn't seem to move. Also, is he mute? And by the way, what race is he? I can feel his magic, and the aura is insane bigger than mine, for sure. I don't even know if I can beat him in a fight. Chloe. Before you ask, he is a true dragon. This shocked me to the core. He is a true dragon. Well, his aura is dense, equal to a true demon lord probably. Rinus. MMH, don't care, he is too cute to be left alone. Chloe pouted, you are cute too, but this little dragon is on another level. I looked at him again, and he seemed to enjoy my hug. Ara. Chloe. You are choking him. And let him go if you don't. She unsheathed her sword and directed it at me. You want to play? I put Rimuru on the ground and took out my night rose. Rinus. Don't underestimate me. Chloe. I turned you into dust, you perverted vampire. We glared at each other coldly, but before we could even start, the cute baby moved. He was holding my sleeve while giving me a puppy look. Ouch. How do you resist something like that? Chloe. What are you doing, Rimuru? Her voice suddenly turned soft. Oh ho. It seems you can even calm Chloe when she's angry. Perhaps he has a skill for making him cuter. If that's the case, it's a terrifying weapon. Rimuru. Chloe Nee, I want her hug, it felt good. He pointed his finger at me while saying what I wanted to hear. Oh. My heart almost melted. I dropped my sword and hugged him. Rinus. I will not leave you anymore. Chloe. Rimuru Pav. I like her hug. I don't even know her name, but I already like her. My face is on her chest, and it feels really good. I also sensed a killing intent from Chloe Nee, but I just ignored it for now. Chloe. Stop. Rinus. Don't you see? Rimuru is enjoying himself, so just go away. Shoo. Chloe. Grrrr. Rimuru, come here. I looked at Chloe Nee as she spread her arm wide open. Now I am curious, who has the best hug? I freed myself from this vampire and jumped into Chloe's arms. The sensation is different, but it feels good too. It's a softer thought. Rimuru. MMH. Chloe Pav. Oh, so cutie is in my arms, and from his facial expression, he likes it. I grinned at Rinus, who just glared at me. Soon Rimuru fell asleep in my arms. I don't want to drop him. Rinus. Did he fall asleep? Chloe. Yes, but I keep him in my arms before you ask. Rinus. Art. Very well, I wouldn't want to wake him up with a senseless fight. With that, we both sat down and glared at each other. This is not time for this childish act. Baldora will attack Riberios in a few days. I have to prepare myself. Maybe Rimuru can calm him down so he won't go on a rampage, but I heard that they never really met each other. I looked at Rinus, who was staring at Rimuru with lustful eyes. Yeah, I will not let her approach him. Rinus Pav. He is so beautiful. Such a cute face. I can't help but imagine him with an adult body. And he seems so innocent. I can't wait to hear this innocent AWWW. I want him to call me Winnie-san while waiting for me on the bed. I will wait for him to grow, even if I have to live an eternity. And make you mine. Just imagining his face while getting corrupted. I also wonder how his magic tastes. Elzard Pav. It's so boring without Rimuru here. I wish I stayed with him. He is with this witch of a hero. Who knows what? Elzard. Grrr, why do I feel a disturbance in the air? He is probably near another girl. I can't let him enter a relationship right now, he is still too young. Should I use my dragon eyes and look for him? No, if I did, he would hate me. I gritted my teeth and smashed the table in front of me. Elzard. I just hope he at least chooses a good partner. I Pav. But, damn it. It still hurt. Guy. This brat tricked me. A month ago, I got a very hard beating from Velzard and the torch. And honestly, even now, I feel the pain. All this because of this brat. Guy. He is quite cunning, and below his appearance of an angel, he is a devil. And what's more, because of his departure, Velzard has been experiencing many different moods leaking at multiple times in her aura. This is so annoying, I'm going to kill this brat one day. Guy. But if I do so, I don't think I'll survive the next day. 2 dragon sisters would end me. What a troublesome kid. Dirt Pav. At the same time, I know. I am known. Why yeah, sorry, this entity was watching the youngest true dragon with his bored eyes. He knows everything about his future, past, and present. What will happen in each of the infinite number of possibilities hiding behind every single choice he can make. Meaning. Alright, stop with your boring talk and shut up. Hi. The author is crying right now. Putting simply, every action or decision an individual takes generates an infinite number of possibilities. He paused for a second before grinning madly. I can see all those. I govern over a reality far above the fiction, and so I can see everything below me. I can manipulate everything to the point. The things you call Pav are just a part of my vision. And so watching everything when you already know everything is boring. Well, not totally, since reducing my perception even by a tiny bit. I can just watch which choice an individual will make. Will he decide to eat lunch? If yes, what type of food is it? Each of these decisions is nothing but a generator for more possibilities. And so, this little version of Rimuru is interesting. Hesitating Veldanava's will, he is going to have the power to either bring destruction or peace. Well, I already know everything, so I do know what will happen. But what interests me is the result. Who would have thought 99% of the possibilities led to the destruction of everything? And only a few realities created by his emotions brought peace to his world. This child, so bright, would either walk the path of hatred or destruction. And so the world would turn into nothing. Or establish peace like many of his alternate versions. What do you think, reader? I call you like that, but in the end, you are just human. Reading this chapter to entertain yourself, what a funny reality you are in. So I'll ask you now. What do you think would happen to this version of Rimuru? Isn't this fun? I already know the answer you are thinking right now. In front of your screen, reading this chapter is funny, isn't it? You don't even know, but I am observing you. I'll manipulate each one of your movements without your noticing. Your thoughts are a reflection of my imagination. Sometimes I wonder. Not really, since I already know. Are you a human part of this reality above fiction? Are you all free? Or are you being manipulated? I know the answer, but what are your thoughts about it? Also, don't worry, I don't have any influence on your life, I am just a watcher. What could you say? Like you, I am watching or reading this story about you all. Putting that aside, the only reason I am watching this little version of Rimuru is because of a certain event that will happen in his future. So for now, I'll forcefully end this chapter since your reaction has started to become boring. Until next time, reader CHAN. Don't you think it's weird? You already know everything since you read the written version of an anime or manga. You know everything because of the different light novels or web novels. But you still want to watch it animated. I feel the same way. Your story, life, and everything else are nothing but a piece of literature for me. This is why watching you all move on your own is funny and entertaining. I even have the surprise of seeing which road you take despite knowing your future. Chapter 6. Chloe Pov. This is annoying. I am actually sitting in Ramina's office. All should be fine, but I can't bring myself to calm down. After all, Rimuru is actually sitting on this stupid vampire lap while she is feeding him. As much as I want to snap at her, I can't get distracted right now. Baldor will rampage tonight. And so I or Hinata have to get ready, but seeing this vampire and my baby dragon together. I sighed and just did my best to ignore it. Rinus, something wrong, Chloe? Chloe? No, not really, just Baldor. Rinus. You have traveled many times, so it should be fine. Chloe. I guess. Rimuru. Chloe, can I ask something? I immediately jumped and took him in my arm. Finally an opportunity. Chloe. Yes. Anything for you. Rimuru. Yeah. You are the best. He said that and hugged me. So cute. While this was happening, Rinus glared at me menacingly. Rimuru. Can I talk to Baldor? Chloe. Rimuru. Well, you said he would rampage, so if I can talk to him, maybe he will stop. I was taken aback by his suggestion. Well, it was my plan at the start, but if this lizard touches even a single hair of him I'd just kill him. I gave Rimuru a smile and patted his head. Chloe. Sure, sweetie. Rimuru. Yes. Thank you. He hugged me tighter. Yes, it was worth it. Rinus, are you sure? Chloe. Yes, if anything happens, I will just kill Baldor. She nodded as we all returned to our activity, more likely observing Rimuru eat sweets and enjoying Ribirio's best food. I should learn how to cook. Rinus Pov. It has been 5 hours since Rimuru started to eat. Well, a true dragon doesn't need to eat. But I guess they still enjoy this. And seeing him eat so cutely, it's just giving me the need to feed him more. I really can't wait for him to grow into a magnificent being. It's truly peaceful, if only we could stay like this forever. But everything came to an end, and thus a big explosion was heard. So Baldor really came. Chloe. Rimuru, come, we have to go. Rimuru. Hi. He got off of me and walked toward Chloe. I miss him already. I sighed and looked at them in worry. Rinus, good luck, you too. Chloe. Don't worry, it's not my first time fighting a dragon. I smiled and watched them leave. Well, I might as well watch their fight. Even if Chloe or even Rimuru are stronger than me. I am still a demon lord and queen of vampires. True dragon or not, I can at least gain some time if it turns to disaster. With this idea, I went to calm my subordinates first, and order them not to intervene before going to the battlefield myself. Baldor Pov. Kahahaha, these low lives don't stand a chance against me. I was rampaging against my will. This city is not bad at all, they have many houses, so it's more destruction for me. But suddenly, I sense a pretty strong aura along that dragon core. My whole body flinched. Is one of my sisters here? If yes, why? They should be taking care of Rimuru. I looked around, only to see a little dragon. He is as big as a grown human, so tiny. Is this my brother? I can recognize those blue scales, so I finally met him. Before I could enjoy more, the little dragon took me out of my thoughts. Rimuru, oi, Baldor, are you really a true dragon? Baldor. What is this question? Yes, I am, and your older brother at that. He tilted his head while looking at me innocently. Oh, he's cute. I will make him my student and teach him with all my knowledge. Kuhahaha. What a good brother I am. Rimuru. Can you stop rampaging? All my thoughts got stopped at this sentence. Stop. Why stop when it's fun? Baldor. No. I think you will like it, so why not join me? Rimuru. But it's not good. You are destroying my friend's town. Baldor. So what? I am your older brother, so you have to listen to me. Rimuru. No, you have to stop. He yelled at me, this brat, he will become like my sister in the future, I can't allow that. Baldor. Look at this castle, if you destroy it, I will let you become my student. What do you think? Good, right, becoming the student of the great storm dragon. What an honor. I am so cool. I looked at my brother, and he was not moving. His eyes became darker, and his aura leaked out of his body. He then flew above me and charged at me. His aura is strong for sure, but he's still weaker than me. His attack won't hurt me. Well, this is what I thought. The weird aura covered his body. I have to take it if I hurt him, and my sister learns that I gulped and waited for him. But at the impact of his headbutt in me, I got blasted away. Art, it hurt. My entire body got thrown away, hundreds of feet away. Rimuru. Now you stop. Or I'll kick you again with my stellar charge. Valdor. You brat. My mind went red as I launched a storm blast at him. Go die. I don't need another scary sibling. Elzert Pov. I am actually drinking tea while thinking about my younger brother. I miss him. The last time I saw him was 3 months ago, and it was too long. I can't even sleep. But suddenly I sense two dragons factors near each other. Normally, I wouldn't care. Velgrin can do whatever she wants. But this time I recognize Valdor and Rimuru. I dropped my cup of tea and used my dragon eyes to watch them. But I couldn't expect what I saw. Immediately, my ore leaked out, and a part of the ice castle got destroyed. My blood started to boil as I took on my dragon form. I just saw a blast coming out of Valdor's mouth, aiming at Rimuru, who is right in front of him. Without anything else, I flew toward them with all my strength. If this attack touches him, Rimuru can die. And if that's the case, I'll destroy you, Valdor. Velgrin Pov. I was peacefully in my bath, washing myself, and at the same time, this feeling of loneliness spread across my mind. Rimuru will always join me when I bathe. Arg, this damn hero. Take Rimuru away from me. It's really my biggest mistake, I shouldn't have let go of her. But suddenly my whole body started to feel uncomfortable. My senses grew sharper, and unease replaced my jealousy earlier. This sensation, it's my Rimuru is in danger detector. I transformed into my dragon form and flew to where my instinct told me. I can also sense Felwood, so Rimuru is in danger. Whoever you are, I will not let you go away after putting my cute little brother in danger. Chloe Pov. I knew it. This was a bad idea. As the storm blast came closer to Rimuru, I quickly made my way to him. But unfortunately, I can't make it. Why do I have to be this far? I am stupid. Valdor is still a catastrophe monster. I should have stayed close to Rimuru. Chloe. I'm going to kill this lizard. Hinata. Yeah, me too. Quick Chloe, find a way to save him. Ah yes. I can stop time. As I thought, I stopped time and instantly appeared in front of Rimuru. I took out my sword and cut the storm blast in two. Chloe. You piece of lizard. Valdor. What happened? But before I could take action, two big crashes landed right behind Valdor. When I saw who it was, I gulped and just went to check on Rimuru. I'll kill Valdor later. Valdor Pov. What the hell? First, my idiot brother attacked me, then my strongest attack got cut in two by a human. She even turned her back on me and went to check on my little brother. Is she ignoring me? Valdor. Oi. Don't ignore me, I am the great storm dragon Valdor. Even after showing her my greatness, she ignored me. This lowly human. I'm going to kill her. I was about to make another storm blast, but was stopped as I felt a hand grab my shoulder. Who is it now? I turned around and froze on the place. Elzard. Valdor, care to explain the situation? Valgrand. Yes, I want to know before sending you to the end of hell. Valdor. Ninanina-san. Is Pov. What in the hell is happening? After dealing with my subordinate, I went to see how it went for Chloe and Rimuru, but why are there 3 dragons? And their ores are insane. Is. Really, today is not my lucky day. I sighed and sat down, looking at the destroyed town. I have to rebuild everything now. Chapter 7. Dirt Pov. It has been several weeks since Valdor got sealed. Elzard and Valgrand, after meeting the original Rimuru, left Riberios. Chloe and Rimuru bid their goodbyes to Rinus and left the holy city. Well, even if Rinus didn't want to let Rimuru go, after some force, the duo left. And so they traveled for more than 200 years, making some appearances at Riberios from time to time. Over the years, Rimuru grew fond of Chloe to the point he didn't want to be separated from her. Naturally, Elzard and Valgrand didn't like it, but after Rimuru took Chloe's side, they stopped pursuing with a broken heart. Don't misunderstand it, Rimuru still has a good relationship with his sister, he just places Chloe above. But this is a story for another time. As for now, their next destination is a small temple at the border of the Jura forest, where a certain fallen hero lives. Leon Pov. This is bad. Why is a hero who sealed Valdor here? Did she learn about the summoning? TCH, I can't fight her right now. I don't even know if I can beat her, but my instinct tells me to flee. Leon. Everyone has already evacuated, huh? I destroyed the last evidence of what happened here and started to leave. Everything went well until I saw a young girl. Leon. Oh, you are still here, Shizu. Shizu. Yes. Suddenly, an idea passed through my mind. I don't need her anymore, and she can't bring out her potential since she doesn't accept effort. Leon. A hero is coming here, I want you to stop her. Shizu. Yes. I can't even respond normally, huh? She is defective. I don't have any use for her anymore. Leon. Then I leave. Chloe Pov. After 3 days of travel, we finally reached Leon Nai territory. I know what he is doing is bad, but what can I say? He did that only to summon me, but it's useless. Because I am soon going to be summoned and I don't have much time left, I have to accelerate things up. And the first step is saving Shizu-sensei. Rimuru. Who are we going to see? Chloe. We'll meet a kind girl named Shizu. Rimuru. Kind. I nodded and put him on my head. He is so cute. Even after 100 years, he didn't grow much, so his cuteness is still at its peak. He is actually in his dragon form, where he perfectly fits on my head. Chloe. Then let's go. Rimuru. Yeah. Hinata. He is so cute when he acts like this. Chloe. I agree. After some seconds, we started to explore the temple. And as expected, everything was empty. He didn't let a single hint of what he has been doing for years now. Walking around a little, we ultimately reached some big stairs where Shizu-sensei was waiting for us. Shizu. Sorry, Hiro-sama, but I have to stop you here. Chloe. I guess so. She took out her sword and rushed at me, saying, I can take my revenge on her for those infernal lessons. I was about to do the same as her when Rimuru jumped off of my head and pushed Shizu-sensei back. Shizu. Ugh. Rimuru. Hey. It's not nice to attack people like that. I was baffled as Rimuru never got himself into a fight voluntarily. Well, his voice doesn't contain any animosity. Does he want to fight her? But Shizu-sensei doesn't stand a chance. Rimuru is already as strong as Veldora is in terms of raw power. He just lacks experience. Shizu. A dragon. Rimuru. Yes, I am Rimuru, and you? Shizu. Oh? Rimuru, try to befriend her. It's a good opportunity, I guess. Since I won't be here soon, Rimuru needs another good friend. Maybe he could assist Shizu-sensei in the future. This timeline is already different just with him, after all. Rimuru. Chloe ni, she is weird. Chloe. No, she is not. I think her reaction is pretty normal. If you ask someone named Friendly just after a small skirmish, it's normal to be confused. But again, this is Shizu-sensei. Her emotions right now are not stable, and she is not social at all. Shizu. My name is Shizu. Hesitating a little, she finally answered us. But then she pointed her sword at us. Shizu. Now we can continue this fight. Rimuru. Sure, I'd like to play with you more. Chloe. I know Shizu-sensei is pretty weak right now, but calling this a play. And I honestly think Rimuru didn't do it on purpose. His innocence will kill someone one day. Shizu. Play. Rimuru. Yeah, haven't we been playing since earlier? Shizu Pav. Here I am standing in front of the hero and a dragon. Trying to hold them back so Leon-sama can leave. Did he throw me away? No, he wouldn't. I did my best, so why would he? I tried my best, learned swordsmanship, and gathered knowledge, so why would he leave without me? Those questions passed through my mind as I clashed my sword against this little dragon claw. He is strong. It's like he is playing with me. Shizu. Grrr. I speeded up my attack until my legs exhausted themselves. I can't win. Is this the end? I looked down as my knee abandoned me. Shizu. I lost. I fall, averting my eyes from them. Why am I here? Abandoned, there is nothing left for me. Not my friend, not my family, not even the demon lord. Chloe. You suffered a lot, didn't you? As all hope left me, a gentle voice calmed my mind, and 2 pairs of arms hugged me. I looked up to see Hiro-sama hugging me tight. I couldn't see her expression because of her mask, but the warmth she is giving me right now. This warmth is so comfortable. Unconsciously, tears appear in my eyes until I finally break down. I hugged her and cried all the tears I had held for years. Shizu. Hi. Dirt Pav. After this event, Shizu was welcomed into this small family. She was hesitant at first, but soon, with Rimuru's childish attitude, she found her mark and started to open herself. Chloe was happy to see Rimuru growing closer to Shizu. She was overjoyed to see little Rimuru and a teenager, Shizu, playing together. Months passed, and what inconceivable was going to happen? The group was actually on a small hill covered in grass with a beautiful view. Chloe. Rimuru Shizu. Rimuru. MMH. Yes, Chloe ni. Shizu. Hiro-sama. Chloe looked at them sadly before hugging them. Chloe. I'm sorry, but I have to leave. Rimuru Shizu. The 2 kids stared at Chloe weirdly, like she was a modified monster. Rimuru. Oi, don't joke around, Chloe ni. It's not a funny joke. Shizu. MMH. Little Shizu nodded 2 times while holding Chloe's sleeve. Chloe. Unfortunately, it's not a joke. Rimuru. But. Chloe. No, but. I am leaving you 2 tomorrow, that is all you need to know. Rimuru got annoyed and bit her arm. Rimuru. I don't want you to go. Chloe. Stop being a kid, and nothing can change that, I'll have to leave that all. Rimuru. I don't want it. Chloe sighed and flicked her finger on his forehead. Naturally, it didn't hurt. Chloe would rather die than hurt Rimuru unnecessarily. Chloe. Don't worry, we'll meet again. Rimuru. The young dragon didn't respond. Instead, he let go of her sister figure and started to tear up. Chloe, you're a big boy, so don't cry, and beside you, you still have Shizu, who will accompany you. Rimuru. Why yeah. Chloe then turned her attention to Shizu, who was also tearing up. Chloe, from now on, take care of Rimuru, you are a grown girl too. Shizu. Why yes. With this, the little group spent their last night together. Chloe Pav. I slowly get up from the bed after this long night. Those two couldn't leave alone even a second. As soon as my vision became clear, I noticed myself being quite heavy. Have I gained some weight? Nah, it's impossible. I am a spiritual being, my physique won't change that easily. I looked down and realized what was happening. There were two huge and heavy weights on my arm. Chloe. Last night, I couldn't get them off of my arm too, huh? Well, it's not important. I wanted to hug Rimuru last time, so it's fine. Chloe. I guess it's time, huh? Hinata. Indeed, it is. Chloe. Oi Hinata, after I leave, don't try to come back here for Rimuru. Hinata. I know, we have a mission, and I won't do it. Chloe. Good then. I smiled and stood up after some struggling to get them off. Gee, Shizu-sensei is quite heavy. After stretching my arms, I prepared myself to leave. Chloe. I miss Rimuru. Hinata. I too wish we could spend more time. Chloe. We did spend a lot of time with him, more than 200 years, to be exact. Hinata. Still not enough. I sighed at Hinata's behavior. She turned into a super possessive girl. Chloe. Then it's time. I took a last glance at the little duo in bed and smiled. Chloe. We'll meet again, I am sure. Rimuru, the youngest true dragon, is a being who has never appeared before. Maybe God saw my despair and decided to help me by sending a creature like him. If that is the case, I thank him. It has been a while since I had that much fun. Chloe. And above all, he is so cute. I kissed his cheek before turning away and leaving. Until next time, partner. Shizupov. Everything was dark and cold. All my life, I suffered being taken away from my family, forced to kill my only friend, and assisted by the demon Lord Leon. But all this stopped one day. When those two came into my life, I thought that nothing would separate us, and that my life would be bright now. So why is everything cold? My body can't stop shaking, and all around is nothing but darkness. Am I abandoned again? No, I don't want that. Not after I finally found my light. Shizu. Ah. I woke up violently while sweetening heavily. What? A nightmare. Shizu. Was this just a nightmare? I breathed heavily, holding the blanket with all my strength. Calm down, Shizu, it was just a nightmare, nothing more. After some minutes, I successfully regained my calm and looked around. Shizu. Ah, I forgot. Immediately, my heart started to ache as I looked at a small bundle of coins on the table. So she left us. Along with the money, a piece of paper was set beside it. Shizu. So once again, I'm alone, huh? I got up and took the paper, reading it in my mind. Shizu. Good morning, you two. As you already know, I left, but don't worry, as I said, we'll meet again. So until then, survive and become stronger. I left some gold coins for your adventure, so take care of yourself. The message was simple, but this was enough to make me cry. Shizu. Why did she leave? Was I not good enough? Unconsciously, I shouted a little too loud and woke up Rimuru. I forgot he was still here. Rimuru. MMH. Shizu. Shizu. Why yes. He looked around and seemed to understand the situation as he came to hug me. Rimuru. For now, it's only us two. Shizu. Why yeah. I hesitated a little but ultimately agreed. I don't know if I am ready, but I still have someone to live with. Rimuru and I will be together from now on, and I will make him happy. Shizu. For now, let's get down. We have to make some money since what Hiro-sama left will not be enough for the month. Rimuru. MMH. He nodded and got off of me. I miss his warmth through. Something I never told Hiro-sama is that I find Rimuru cute, but I was too embarrassed to tell her. This is a secret I kept until now, even if I find it difficult to express myself. With Rimuru, it's different. It's not the same feeling as with Hiro-sama, but it's warmer. At the same time, he reminds me of my past friend and her pet, which I killed. Rimuru. Shizu. Shizu. It seems I unconsciously let out my sadness. I can't burden Rimuru with those things. I just have to move forward, I still have other things to do. Rimuru. Is something bothering you? Shizu. No, don't worry. I smiled and noticed something. While trying to move, my hand bumped into something and made it fall. Shizu. This is. Rimuru. Oh. Chloe Ni left her mask. This is the mask Hiro-sama always wears. I never got the chance to see her face, but she must be beautiful. Even though I only know her name through Rimuru, I guess being a famous hero is hard. Shizu. You should take it, Rimuru, since you were closer to him. Rimuru. Nope. I was startled by the sudden outburst. Rimuru. Take this mask, it suits you better. Shizu. But, Rimuru, don't worry about me. He smiled and took the mask off of my hand. Rimuru. Besides, we'll be together now, so I can see it every day. Shizu. Rimuru. I was touched by his words as he meant to stay with me. He won't abandon me, right? No, he won't, I trust him. Rimuru. Look. Staring at me with his yellow eyes, I felt my soul getting transposed. I already know it, but staring into his eyes is like staring at a beautiful star. It shines like crazy in the darkness of this world. Rimuru. And the mask looks far better on you. Shizu. I guess I'll take it then. He nodded and put the mask on top of my head. I feel somehow comfortable with it on. I smiled and patted my companion's head. Shizu. Should we go? Rimuru. Yes. This is the start of a new adventure. Now that I've thought about it, Ifrit has been quiet for a while now. Well, Rimuru is a dragon, so maybe he is scared. Hinata Pav. Time flew by so fast, huh? It has already been a few months since we left Rimuru and Shizu-sensei. A few years have passed since Chloe disappeared from this timeline, and my time has come too. Right now, I am standing beside the Holy Ark, an artifact made to conserve this body for later. Hinata. I wish I would see Rimuru one more time. Rinus. Don't worry, if he is in danger, I will help him. I chuckled at the vampire beside me. This is awkward since she is later my master. Well, she doesn't know about that. Hinata. I don't think you need to help him since he is stronger than you. Rinus. Already. This must be shocking, but Rimuru's potential is insane. In terms of battle prodigy, he surpasses me. His swordsmanship is already great, he just lacks experience. His control over his skills is by far superior to that of the demon lord, and his magic is inexhaustible. The only thing he needs is to grow. Even after 900 years, he is still a kid who needs to grow. Hinata. Well, being a kid made his charm. Rinus. You? Did you say something? Hinata. No, not at all. I shook my head and placed my hand on the coffin. Hinata. I'll go now until next time, Rinus. Rinus. Yeah. I gave her a last smile and entered the coffin, activating the hibernation skill. I wonder how I'll react in my original body when I see Rimuru. Now that I think, since this time he is with Shizu-sensei, we will meet soon. Chapter 8. Third Pav. Years passed since Hero Chrono left Shizu, and Rimuru, despite being young physically and mentally, did well. Having accompanied Chrono for a long time, they already had some experience and easily became adventurers. The Freedom Guild still didn't exist at that time, so the term adventurer was used to refer to strong people who traveled through the continent, accepting quests directly from the applicants or through an invitation letter if they were famous. At first, it was difficult as they had no name, no fame, and were allowed to take the most basic quest, which was mainly cleaning. This was due to their very young age. Because of this, they didn't have much money besides the one left by the hero. So they spent most of their time camping. Fortunately, they liked sleeping under the night sky and watching the stars. Besides Rimuru being a genius true dragon, he quickly mastered heat manipulation, allowing him to regulate the heat in his body. This helped greatly, as Shizu never fell cold and kept the eventual nightmare due to her passed away, hugging the little dragon. Also, both grew a lot closer. It would be an understatement to say that Shizu is Rimuru's most important friend. She might even reach the level of Chloe, who is on par with Rimuru's family. In another world, it was just a matter of time before Rimuru put Shizu at the level of Velgrand, or Velzard, affectionately. As for Shizu, Rimuru is her light and sun. Right now, she wouldn't be able to take it if he were to abandon her. Putting that aside, the two quickly made a name for themselves. After all, it was difficult not to notice them. Shizu, despite being young and having barely reached her 20s, was already an accomplished adventurer who gained the title of the Conqueror of Flames. Later, she was granted the honor of being a champion due to her good deeds in helping people. Adding to that, she always has a little dragon on her head or levitating beside her. This naturally attracted attention. Some even tried to steal Rimuru, but in vain. Rimuru is already a S+ rank monster at the very least. This also led Shizu to gain the title of Dragon Tamer. Right now, the duo are on their way to a special quest in the kingdom of Felwood, the country bordering the Jura forest. Shizu Pav. Walking through a big concrete path on a vast plain, I happily hummed a song I recently learned while patting Rimuru's head. I was carrying him in my arms while he slept peacefully. He is so cute. If he were to show his cute human form, he would attract every woman, despite him being a child, I guess an old child. But suddenly, his eyes flew open, and he jumped out of my arm. Shizu. Rimuru. Sorry, Shizu, but I feel a very dark energy ahead. I immediately got serious. Rimuru is a beast, even though I don't like the term. He can naturally detect danger, and in his case, he has the magic signature of any monster. He can see the level of danger or threat. This has helped us greatly in the past. Shizu. Then what should we do? Rimuru. From the aura, I can feel many demons. I nodded and started to think that going there could be dangerous, but this invitation was a group one. Many adventurers went there, and from what I can think of right now, this is a trap. Demons are known to use sacrifice. Do they want to sacrifice the adventurer? That would also mean the kingdom of Felwood is under their control. Rimuru. But one stood out, and this presence is very similar to Gai-san. Shizu. Gai-san. Do you mean the strongest demon lord, Gai Crimson? I just received a nod. I already know he is a true dragon and one of the mightiest beings. I also learned from Demon Lord Leon about Gai Crimson. He lives on the ice continent with his partner, the Ice Empress Felwood, who is also Rimuru's sister. He is known as the strongest demon lord, with many rumors around him, mainly negative ones. Rimuru. Yes, I am sure there is a really strong demon there. What should I do? If we were to leave, many adventurers would die. The demon would surely use them to name themselves, and this could lead to a world-level threat. But if we go there, first I would put myself in danger, but also Rimuru. Even worse, if this demon outclasses me, Rimuru will protect me and hurt himself. Art. What should I do? Rimuru. We should go. Shizu. Eh? I closed my eyes to think, but it seemed that this was useless. My worries were just a waste of time. I smiled and patted Rimuru. Shizu. Yeah, let's go. I know that together we can't lose. It's not arrogance or pride, it's more like trust. I know for sure that Rimuru won't let me down, and the same is true for me. Sealing our decision, we continued our way toward the Felwood Kingdom. Dirt Pov. A few days earlier, the duo known as the Silver Wings were ambushed by the demons. Out of despair, one of the two sold her soul to summon one of the scariest creatures in the entire world. Also known as Noir, the primordial demon black. Noir. Kufufufu, I can feel it, the next few days will be really interesting. He grinned in delight, standing in the middle of the forest, with a magical circle made of blood and clothes scattered everywhere. A few days later, the duo Rimuru and Shizu reached the kingdom of Felwood. Walking around, they noticed how quiet the place was but didn't pay any attention. They already knew why. There was no human there anymore, just a kingdom corrupted by demons. Shizu was particularly on edge. Behind her calm demeanor and mask, she was tense, and her muscles were ready for any threatening action. Beside her was Rimuru, who was lying on Shizu's shoulder, with a shrinking size so he could feed. He was gazing around a little more relaxed, as there was no imminent danger. Rimuru. You can relax, they won't attack us until we get in. Shizu. Yeah, after all, taking out the adventurers one by one is risky and takes too much time. Approaching the castle, they were greeted warmly by the Prime Minister of the Felwood Kingdom. A small man with pretty far proportions. Minister. Oh, you are finally here, we were waiting for you, it's an honor to have the Conqueror of Flames here. His right hand caressing his other hand, he welcomed the duo in. Shizu. Ha, I can't feel any demonic presence. Am I still too weak, or do they have the skill to conceal their presence? She doubted a little, as the man in front of her was polite, looked like a normal human, and had no sign of being a demon. But her doubt immediately came back when Rimuru tapped her shoulder with his tail. Shizu. Yes, don't be fooled, Shizu, a too honest smile can hide the worst demon. Shortly after, they were guided to a hall where every adventurer was scattered. Even if all of them could be considered to have a C to B rank at the guild's standard, none of them were famous. Unlike Shizu, the moment she entered, all attention went on her. The loud noise of the big door was already enough for people to turn their eyes toward her. And the reputation of the Conqueror of Flames and her little pet dragon made everything explode. Random. What? Even the Conqueror of Flames is here. Random. Ahoho, this is the scent of an easy quest. Random. Her pet is there too, huh? Murmurs spread across the room. Shizu ignored them and just went ahead. Among the group of adventurers, there was one man acquaintance of the duo. He wanted to greet them, but quickly stopped when Rimuru glared at him. Did I mention that Rimuru is overprotective of Shizu when it comes to men? Rimuru has an obsessive side he inherited from his sister. In general, he doesn't have a problem with Shizu talking to other people. But once they became friends or the counterpart developed some kind of feeling for Shizu, Rimuru would turn cautious and not let them approach. Maybe it's because he is scared of losing Shizu, not that this will happen. In the end, Shizu is too dependent on Rimuru, and Rimuru is too protective of the girl. Shizu Pov. It's honestly really noisy. I was always on the quiet side when it came to interaction. So having so many people recognize you is a little annoying, at least for me. In the end, I went near the corner of the room while rubbing Rimuru's ear, which was so cute. But now that I am fully confident if there was an enemy I could not beat, Rimuru would have yelled at me to leave. Or he would have maybe burned the whole place. Well, not like I care anyway, I only need Rimuru. Rimuru. Brrrr. Shizu. He looks like a cat right now, purring into my arm. But unfortunately, I had to stop when the ruler of this place just entered the room. He's a demon too, huh? Honestly, I am annoyed. I was having fun patting Rimuru, I was going to punch him so hard. It will be even more painful than when I fell in love with Ifrit, MHPF. Oh right, you didn't know that. Well, during time skip Chan, I had to tame Ifrit with an unorthodox method. Well, you just have to know that he is harmless now. I don't even know if he is still alive. Well, let's forget about him. As Rimuru said, he is not worthy of my time. King. Greetings, adventurers. First, thank you all for coming to help us. Clapping his hand, he released many compliments, surely to inflate everyone's pride and remove any suspicion from them. Not like anyone would have suspected them, the system of adventurers is still very flawed. After the introduction, he explained to us our task. In the past, a powerful demon was beaten by the hero Orthos, but this demon, in quest of revenge, came back from the deepest part of hell. He is now hunting this kingdom, as in the underground part of this castle, the demon's body is sealed. So to recover all his strength, the demon has to return to his body. What is worse is that this demon already killed 2 famous adventurers. The Silver Wings never heard of him. Our task is to protect the castle and the body. This story has so many plot holes. It has already been a few days. I don't think a demon thirsty for revenge will wait for an entire group of humans to gather and prepare their defense against him. Still, I got something out of this. This demon might be an archdemon. A monster who has been named will evolve. The next stage of a demon is the archdemon, also known as humanity's greatest fear. What makes me think that is the fact that he was able to beat 2 famous adventurers. I don't know their strength, but a famous adventurer should have the power to back up their fame. They should be at least able to beat a dozen lesser demons, and probably deal with a normal demon. Kufufufu. As the king finished his speech, I stood aside from this, not wanting to meddle with it at this moment. A chuckle was heard across the room. I turned to the source and saw a capped man. Who is he? I can't gauge his power. Rimuru. Shizu, he is a demon. Shizu. Yeah. He must be the demon Rimuru classifies as dangerous. The possibility of him being one of the primordials is still there. I have to be careful. So you are saying a demon is coming here soon? King. Yes, this is what I said. Then. Adventure. What is this bullshit? Turning my head again, I looked toward the big door. It seems some adventurers are not satisfied. After all, fighting a demon is the job of the strongest adventurers. Many might flee. We have only one life, even if we are greedy. You won't jump into hell for money. King. Unfortunately, I can't let any of you leave. Now that this caught my attention, I put a hand on the hilt of my sword and got ready. Adventure. What? I ain't doing this. He tried to force the exit, but what happened next shocked everyone. In a swift motion, the guard held his sword and slashed the adventurer, killing him on the spot. This naturally made the room quiet. No one would expect the host to kill one of the people who came here to help. King. Do not panic, I still haven't finished the explanation. Saying that, the dead body of the adventurer morphed, his skin turned brown, and soon an ominous aura flew out. His body was covered in a dark aura as a lesser came out of the body, so he was a demon too. King. The reason we gathered all of you here is because you are all suspected to be a part of this demon army. After this bomb was unleashed, the adventurers present raised their weapons against each other. The trust between them broke down not like it existed in the first place. As for the lesser demon, he was dealt with by the knight who erected a holy barrier. How can they use holy magic? Rimuru. Shizu, most of the guards are humans. Shizu. But how? Rimuru. I finished my analysis. A few of the knights are demons, and the whole higher are greater demons. Shizu. I see, so the knights are just manipulated. Rimuru. Also, the king he is an archdemon. I nodded and started channeling magic into my body. The best course of action right now would be to eliminate the master. But before I could act, a familiar chuckle returned. I turned to the capped man, who started to creep out. I see. What an ingenious plan, but there is one solution to solve everything. From the way he talks, he doesn't seem to be part of the demon scheme. Is he an outsider to the trap? King. Oh, and what might be adventure don't know. Easy, kill everyone in this room. I see. If everyone died, there would be no suspect anymore, and all demons would be wiped out. But I can't let this happen. Shizu. I'll go to Rimuru. Rimuru. Okay, but be careful, and I'll intervene if things go wrong. I nodded and took a step ahead. At the same time, my sword was unsheathed. I need to neutralize this demon and then take down the king and mastermind. Let's let the dance start.